So it is the case that increases in testosterone promote competitive and foraging type behaviors in humans and in non-human mammals. But it's also true that competitive environments themselves can increase testosterone.
You know that feeling you get when you're about to compete, whether it's in sports, gaming, or a heated debate with your friends? Well, that's the magic of testosterone. It's the hormone responsible for boosting your competitive spirit and making you feel invincible. Picture this: you're on the field and you just scored that winning goal or aced that critical exam. The crowd goes wild and you're on top of the world. That's when your body releases a surge of testosterone, giving you that extra edge. It's called the winner effect. Studies have shown that testosterone levels can indeed rise during competitive challenges. Winning a game, a race, or even a debate can give you an immediate testosterone boost. That's why you feel so pumped after a big win. But remember, it's not a one-size-fits-all scenario. Your individual response depends on various factors, like your genetics and the specific context of the competition. Don't worry if you're not the Hulk after every match. So, what's the bottom line here? Competition can light a fire under your testosterone production, but it's not just about winning, it's about the thrill of the game and the journey that matters. Competition and testosterone are a dynamic duo that keeps us pushing our limits and striving for greatness. Whether you're an aspiring athlete, gamer, or just someone who loves a good challenge, remember that competition can give you that extra boost of motivation.
The real question then is, does sex itself promote testosterone? And the answer is somewhat complicated, but the short version is yes. And as you recall, sex has multiple stages. Now, it's important to distinguish between these because whether or not sex itself increases testosterone depends on whether or not the male ejaculates.
These well-conducted studies show that when men observed sexual content, mainly through pornography, their testosterone levels increased, but the rise was relatively modest, typically around 10%. In contrast, engaging in sexual intercourse led to a much more significant increase in testosterone, often reaching up to a 70% spike. Therefore, the act of sex itself can have a considerably greater impact on testosterone levels compared to merely observing sexual content. It's crucial to note that engaging in sex or ejaculating does not inherently lower testosterone levels. However, choosing to abstain from sex or practicing sex without ejaculation for a week or longer can lead to substantial increases in testosterone levels, sometimes up to a remarkable 400%. This means that sexual activity does elevate testosterone, but extended periods of abstinence can boost it even further. So, the relationship between sex, ejaculation, and testosterone is a nuanced one, as you can see. Understanding this nuance is essential for comprehending how specific behaviors can influence hormone levels, and, in turn, how these hormones impact our behaviors and well-being.
And so we all know that getting proper sleep is important for all these aspects of health. Getting proper sleep can really offset all the reductions in testosterone and estrogen and reductions in fertility that occur if we don't get enough sleep. But how sleep actually adjusts things like testosterone and estrogen. So the simple version of this is you should be a nose breather. There's really good evidence for that now. And in sleep, you also want to be a nose breather because that's going to increase the amount of oxygen that you're bringing into your system and the amount of carbon dioxide that you're offloading.
So picture this, your cozy bed, sweet dreams, and that 7 to 8 hours of precious sleep. That's the tea time your testosterone craves. You see, getting the right amount of quality sleep is like an elixir for your hormones. During those deep restorative slumbers, your body works its magic to keep testosterone levels in good shape. Testosterone levels follow a circadian rhythm, typically peaking in the morning and decreasing in the evening. Consistent sleep patterns, where you go to bed and wake up at the same times each day, can help maintain this rhythm. Irregular sleep patterns or shift work can disrupt the natural hormonal fluctuations. The way you breathe can also affect your overall health, which in turn can impact hormone balance, including testosterone. Breathing through the nose is generally considered more efficient and beneficial than mouth breathing. Nasal breathing helps filter, humidify, and warm the air before it enters the lungs, which can promote better oxygen exchange. Nasal breathing is associated with better oxygen saturation in the blood compared to mouth breathing. This improved oxygen supply can support various physiological processes, including the endocrine system, which regulates hormones like testosterone, Proper nasal breathing is linked to relaxation and reduced stress, which can have a positive influence on hormone levels. Chronic stress, on the other hand, can lead to increased cortisol levels, which may disrupt testosterone.
Many of you have heard me talk about this before, that viewing bright light within the first hour of waking, whether or not it's from artificial light or ideally from sunlight, has these powerful effects on sleep and wakefulness. This translates to the protocol of, if you want to optimize testosterone and estrogen, you need to get your light viewing behavior correct. It's not just about optimizing your sleep, which is also important. It's about getting sufficient amount of light in your eyes so you have sufficient levels of dopamine.
You've heard it before, spending just 2 to 10 minutes in bright sunlight early in the day can benefit your testosterone levels. But why is that the case? It all comes down to the remarkable effects of natural light. Research has shown that natural light exposure, particularly in the morning, can lead to a significant increase in testosterone levels. Sunlight contains a spectrum of wavelengths that help regulate your body's internal clock, and that plays a crucial role in hormonal balance. But here's the catch. You need to skip those sunglasses during this morning sunbath. Sunglasses can block the beneficial rays needed to kickstart the hormonal processes. If you require prescription lenses or contacts, that's perfectly fine. And if catching the morning sun is challenging, artificial bright light can also do the trick, but it's not optimal. Timing is vital here. Bright light exposure in the middle of the night is a big no. Why? Well, studies have revealed that exposing your eyes to bright light during the nighttime can suppress dopamine release and will also disrupt your sleep. And that's not great news for your testosterone levels. So, it's not just about getting sunlight. It's about getting it at the right time. Morning sun can be your hormonal ally, while midnight light could be your hormonal foe.
Heavy weight training, but not weight training to failure, but where basically people are working at anywhere from like 70% to 95% of their maximum, leads to the greatest increases in testosterone. There's clearly a influence of hard work at the neural level and then at the muscular level for increasing testosterone. And there's also clearly an effect of working too hard and presumably increasing cortisol too much in terms of reducing testosterone.
Intense weightlifting triggers a release of testosterone, which is a hormone crucial for muscle growth and repair. The body responds to the demands of lifting heavy weights by increasing testosterone levels to support muscle development. Testosterone plays a vital role in muscle protein synthesis. Higher testosterone levels can promote muscle growth and strength, making heavy weight training an effective method for building muscle mass. Regular heavy weight training may contribute to a healthier hormonal balance in the body. It can help regulate insulin sensitivity and lower levels of cortisol, a stress hormone, which can indirectly support testosterone levels. Now let's delve into the significance of particular compounds, many of which are available in supplementation form or can be derived from one's diet and nutrition to enhance the regulation of sex steroid hormones. It's important to clarify that we're not advocating for anyone to start or stop any particular supplements or dietary choices. The following information is purely intended for educational purposes, but it's worth noting that some of the research findings on these compounds are indeed remarkable and impressive.
Vitamin D, which is important for so many biological functions, including endocrine functions. Zinc, magnesium. There are a few other things that can increase testosterone, in particular tonga ali, and another one which is very interesting. It's a Nigerian shrub called Phaedogia agrestis.
Tonkat ali, also known as longjack, is a Southeast Asian herb traditionally used to improve libido and enhance male fertility. Some studies and anecdotal reports suggest that Tonkat ali may increase testosterone levels. This effect is thought to be related to its ability to reduce cortisol, a stress hormone, and improve the balance of sex hormones. Phaedogia agrestis, on the other hand, is a plant found in West Africa that has been explored for its potential effects on testosterone. It's also used traditionally for various purposes, including as an aphrodisiac.
And so those two herbal supplements together can give a significant boost in free and active testosterone.
So you said Tongat Ali can give you 100 to 200?
Yeah, about that.
But what does the other one give you?
Phaedogia is usually taken at about 600 milligrams. The most dramatic effect I've ever seen was somebody who had his testosterone down in the low 2s, he got it up to the 700 range, but that's an outlier, right? Most people are going to see about a 300 to 400 point increase.
And that's what the two of them synergistically
Phaedogia will actually make the testes grow. It's a noticeable difference. So
everybody wants that.